Stick around? I mean, if he promised to keep his hat on all the time and didn't ever...
In this stead, my king, the law is most explicit. We all agree that there has been a violation of law. The violator is right here in our midst. We can see that. That is, as the fellow says, beyond question.
Would it help if I promised to never, ever play triangle toss again? I mean, if that's what you're mad about, Count, I could...
No, gentlemen. The only question remaining is one of penalty. Here again, the law is crystal clear. For such a grave breach, banishment. That is the order of the day.
Yeah, the Count's really pulling the chain on that weird little old...
Oh, how can you joke about such a thing? I think a terrible thing's happening. And Oblio's such a lovely little boy.
Yeah.
You know, he's polite, and he's well-mannered, and
he may
very...
be, but would you want your daughter to marry...
Oh, you're baiting me. You're deliberately baiting me. I will not be subject.
Gentlemen, it remains beyond question that Oblio, by his mere rounded existence, stands in violation of the law. Here our duty is clear. But we would ill be serving the law to overlook an entirely new facet of the case. In point of fact, Oblio was both aided and abetted by his flea-bitten canine.
Hey, please, don't do anything to Arrow.
Gentlemen, I charge this dog, Arrow, with criminal conspiracy.
Honest, Arrow's innocent. I did it all myself. I did it. Arrow wasn't even...
He is as guilty as Oblio himself. But what's more repellent about him, he is a disgrace to everything. Point it. No, gentlemen, this Arrow is not only a conspirator, he is also a traitor. And he, too, must be banished.
Hey, how they going?
Not bad.
Say, what's the latest?
Oh, you know.
Wild trial, huh?
Well, if you've seen one, you...
What about this conspiracy business with Sparrow?
Arrow?
Right.
It could be a toughie.
No, you really think so?
Conspiracy's no laughing matter.
Hard way to go, is it?
Could be for someone like Arrow.
You know, he doesn't look like the conspiratorial type, though.
Hey, he's got a record long as his tail.
That long, huh?
Yeah, chasing, night barking. They'll throw the book at him.
Adios, Arrow.
That's it. And so, it is my deeply unpleasant task to declare that this tribunal finds the boy Oblio guilty of living within our midst without a point. For this grave violation of law, he is from this day forward banished to the pointless forest. I might just parenthetically add, as our good Count so aptly put it, the law is the law. And as all of you know, without the law, why, there would be no lawyers. And without lawyers, well, it just goes on and on.
Deal with the dog, my lord.
Yes, the dog. Well, Arrow, I must send you over too, boy. Involuntary conspiracy.
Take them away.
Now, dear, I know how you hate to wear undershirts, but we don't know what the weather will be like, and this is a dangerous time of year for colds, so...
Sure, Mom. Great. I'll wear 'em. So will Arrow. Don't cry, Mom.
Well, I just don't want you to take a chill, little Oblio.
It's just about time, dear. You all set up? Now, son, I hope you realize, I hope you understand how distressing this is for your mother and me. Well, I just wish there was some way, don't get me wrong, I believe in obeying the law and everything. Anything else would be anarchy, but still, I wish there were some way this particular law could be,
Sure, Dad. I understand.
Well, I just wanted you to know this, Oblio.
Good luck, Oblio. Good luck, Arrow.
And don't blame the king too much, son. He just did what he had to do. Well, after all, it's his job. Frankly, I wish there never was such a law in the first place. And now that it's been used, it seems, well, it really seems unfair.
How come nobody ever did anything about it before, Dad?
Well, it just never came up before, son.
Oblio?
Here, Oblio. Here's a candy bar for you, for the road.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Candyman.
And this is for Arrow.
Hang in there, Oblio.
Stay loose, Ob.
They seen you, Oblio.
Oblio, old man, here's a little something for you, just in case you need some change. You know, you can never tell when you might need a couple of bucks to, well, anyway,
Thanks, Dad.
Take good care of yourself, dear little Oblio, and eat well, and write to us when you can. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything long. Just a card to say you're fine. Will you do that for your poor mommy, Oblio?
Sure, Mom. Don't worry. We'll be okay, right, Arrow? Come on, boy. Let's go.
Go get him, Oblio.
Stay in there, pile driver.
Go straight, Ob. You got it wired.
Good luck, kid.
Goodbye, Oblio. Goodbye, son.
Goodbye, my little baby.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Come on, Arrow. Let's go.
Sit beside the breakfast table, think about your troubles. Pour yourself a cup of tea, then think about the bubbles. You can take your teardrops and drop them in a teacup. Take them down to the riverside and throw them over the side to be swept up by a current. Then taken to the ocean to be eaten by some fishes who were eaten by some fishes and swallowed by a whale who grew so old he decomposed. He died and left his body to the bottom of the ocean. Now everybody knows that when a body decomposes, the basic elements are given back to the ocean, and the sea does what it oughta, and soon this salty water not too good for drinking, 'cause it tastes just like a teardrop, and it comes out from a faucet, pours into a teapot, which is just about to bubble. Now think about your trouble.
Now you tell me, is this a story or is this a story?
Yeah, Dad, sure. It's an okay story. It's sort of...
Okay? Are you kidding me? Just okay? Come on, it's more than...
Oh, it's good. It's...
Now what about the Count, eh? Talk about your oppressive villains.
I like the kid, Oblio. And his dog. I think he's a great-looking dog. He reminds me
Oh,
of...
yeah, he's a great-looking... Oh, sure. I get it. Youth, imagination, the view from the mind's eye. You've got a creative little head on your shoulders there, son.
Huh?
I'll bet you can just picture this little Oblio and his dog right now.
Me and my arrow.
On and on they went. After a while, they even stopped looking back, the village having long since faded in the distance. And the truth of the matter is, they were really a lot more excited about what lay ahead of them than what they had left behind. And who wouldn't be? No one had ever been to the Pointless Forest. Yet now, Oblio and Arrow were going.
Hey, Arrow, you think there'll be monsters? I'd be just as happy if there weren't any monsters. But either way, no matter what happens, we gotta stick close together. 'Cause we're really a team now. Hey, you know what I hope? I hope... Oops.